Hey traders from around the world, this is Jerremy Alexander Newsome with, of course, Real Life Trading. I hope you're doing absolutely sensational. I had a good weekend. I am looking at the SPY, so that's what's on your computer screen at this exact moment in time, correlated with my voice. The SPY is the ETF that tracks the S&P 500, and on Friday we got a very interesting candle, some very interesting volume. The volume was really from the option expiration on Friday. There's a lot of options expiring, your regular April options expiring, and that's what was going on SPY. Right now, very, very interesting gap. I'm still not sensationally bullish yet as far as directionally until we can really break through for this trend line. So we do have what appears to be a pretty decent continuation pattern. Today is a very, very nice candle, new white soldier type of candle, filling the gap a little bit. And what I would really need to see is a good candle to close above these wicks right about here. So let's just say it would look something like this before I go directionally bullish on the SPY and really on the ETFs in general. So trigger above 211.39. That's what I'm looking for. And the stop and or the protective put, whatever your juice, however you want to drink it, however you mitigate risk, as long as you do so, that's what's important. The stop or the protective put would go approximately 206.76. So I was dealing with about $5 of spread there, give or take. So we need about $6 to make that a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. I'm sorry. So this is about 6. You need about two times that. So approximately $10 or around 219. So 219.57, which has been a target I have for a while, still am. Hoping that hits is about a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. We'll keep an eye and see if we can make that a little bit tighter at some point. But there's my thoughts on the SPY. Here's QQQs. The Qs, we got just a few pennies away from triggering a protective put on Friday. We have the May week 1 debit spread that we sold, the 110 call. Still in a bullish position overall in the Qs and expecting it to trade at some point to this resistance and then hopefully a little bit higher. Now again, keep in mind that I'm really determined on the move tomorrow. So if we start rolling over, great. If we make a higher high, higher low, again, I will still lead more towards the bullish sentiment as I have been. Russell's IWM, talked about buying the bounce. It pulled back. Again, a good opportunity to buy if you got the chance to. And Stan J's in a bull put spread that expires soon. I think it expires either this week or next. And obviously, he got into that a while ago, but that one is looking quite delicious at the moment. And the DIA. So I got into a DIA here and getting a little bit of an upper shadow, but I kind of do expect potential movement on the DIA to kind of break through this resistance, but we're going to wait and see. Like I said, I had the 182, 183 bear call spread that I got into on Friday. So if we start breaking through this resistance, depending on when and where, we could exit or unravel. But today's gap, I am just slightly bullish based on this gap, and the gap need to be filled, of course. So we'll see. Do we roll over? Do we continue higher? I think we kind of pause for the rest of the day. Tuesday might be a little bit slower, but I think Wednesday, Thursday, maybe even Friday, we'll see what's going on overall. But on the SPY, very interesting as far as my day traders are concerned. Here's the 5-minute, and I texted my traders. I actually have a group text that I do for the traders in the trading floor, which is our Monday through Friday day trading room, and our entry was actually bullish right about there. So I was looking at going bullish, placing a stop right there. So there's a bullish, there's the stop, and this is 2 Rs. So 2 Rs on the SPY alone, just from a text message I sent, just looking at it. There's also a few other good trades. Ford Schwartz, gotta give it up to you, my man. He took some profit on Hasbro. Hasbro is obviously a very, very nice retest gap. Here's the 5-minute. And it retested really, really early in the morning is when he kind of pulled the trigger there. It also retested just a few moments ago off the 10 exponential. So it did pull back, and then it did continue higher on Hasbro as well. Halliburton, ticker symbol HAL, is up from the morning gap. So I was actually on a Benzinga show this morning talking about the gap on Hasbro and Halliburton, and I was simply mentioning that this particular gap on Halliburton doesn't really look that bearish, and likely the ultimate target on HAL is the 200 simple moving average, which is 52.51. So it'll be interesting if he hits that. But that was this morning when Halliburton was right around 47 and some change. So we're up about $1.50 on HAL since this morning, so obviously another good gap. And of course, last but not least, your fan favorite, your mistress, your beautiful girl in the sand, Apple. Here she is, gorgeous gap. decent sized candle. So again, we're approaching earnings. I think people are buying into earnings. I would love it if we can just get a few black candles that come in before earnings. We gap above 130 and we start trapping some people like crazy. That would be simply sensational. So here's kind of my earnings play. April week 4, 120 put sale will expire just fine this week unless something radical happens on Apple. But still, again, I'm kind of going into Apple with a little bit of bullish earnings sentiment, and we'll see how it gaps to see how I actually play it. So keep an eye on it. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching the Real Life Stock Review. I appreciate it. Have a great week. I'll give you another update on Wednesday. And until then, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. See ya.